Yo guys, what's up? My name is Maleo, and I'm a Holy Paladin main, as most of you people know. A lot of people were asking in my stream, can you make a guide? And people were asking me on Discord as well, can you make a guide? So here I am, making a guide. I will try to make this guide like 5 to 6 minutes long max, because I think there's not that much to talk about it. First of all though, a lot of people are asking me, what do I think about the changes for 12.05, right? We get more Holy Shock healing, 10%. We get Word of Glory, 20%. Same for Eternal Flame. Light of Dawn, 20%. Greater Judgment. I think this change is absolutely whatever. This one does not really have any big impact, neither in rate or in plus. So, no, you will not talent into Truth Prevails with this talent. It is not worth it. You will not talent into Imperial Legacy with that talent. Also, absolutely not worth it. Yeah, so keep that in mind. No Truth Prevails, no Imperial Legacy, not worth it. Don't take it. This change is whatever. It's really whatever. And yeah, Beacon of the Savior, I think is not that bad of a change. I don't know. Also now it gets triggered by Flash of Light and Holy Light, so it's yeah, I think it's a solid change overall. Not too bad. Every 5 seconds might be too short, but sometimes I wish to move the beacon a little earlier, so not too bad overall, honestly. Decent change, I would say. We just need to get used to it. Could be good, could be bad, but I think in most situations it will be better. So, Herald of the Sun, though, gets Infusion of Light now when they press wings, which is a good change, in my opinion. It's a little buff for Herald, really good. And for Lightsmith, though, this one is really interesting. We get free Holy Power now. So that is really good. We take it. Because right now, we don't get any Holy Power, and our Holy Armaments are replacing Divine Toll. So I think this change was overdue, so I'm happy it's finally here. I was waiting for it. We get it next week. So I'm really looking forward to it. So those buffs, overall, I think put us maybe on rank 2 and plus of all healers. I'm not sure. I kind of doubt it, but I think we can safely say we got rank 3 of all healers and plus healing wise. So this is very decent, very good. We take it. Anyway, let's get back to Lightsmith Holy Paladin. This is the build I currently play, and the reason why I go into Light of Martyr and Best of Light is simply because we have Blessed Assurance, right? Which gives us 20% more healing and also more damage. Keep that in mind. Pretty good. However, though, Blessed Assurance is not being triggered by Shield of the Righteous. I think this is a bug. I'm not entirely sure, but it says casting a Holy Power ability, which Shield of the Righteous is. But we are not getting any Blessed Assurance. I think I tested it. Yeah, there you see it. There's no Blessed Assurance here. So this might be actually a bug. Might be worth to report. Yeah. So this only gets triggered by Light of Dawn and Word of Glory at the moment. So Blizzard, if you watch this, please fix. Thank you. So yeah, Light of Martyr and Best of Light come into good synergy with the talent. Really nice. Also, I opted out from Tempered in Battle because I died once from it, so I would not recommend picking this talent. Not really great. You should rather get Authoritative Rebuke. It's better. You get like a 1 second cooldown reduction, and if you have a weapon, it's 2 seconds. So in total, that makes the spell only have a 5 to 6 second cooldown. Pretty neat. Can be really good, especially in keys like Windrun Spire. Can only recommend. I think this talent is great. As Lightsmith, however, though, we also get 5% more primary stat. And you also get 5% more armor on top. Armor is not that big of a deal, but I think the 5% primary stat, though, on the other hand, is really nice. Really good and very strong. It got buffed recently, like a few weeks ago, from 2% to 5%. So before we had 2%, and now it's 5%. As I said, like it's a few weeks old, so that was like a few weeks ago, and that was pretty much the start of the season, I think. So yeah, very welcome change, really good thing. makes Lightsmith even more viable, in my opinion. And I think that Lightsmith is better in keys overall anyway, simply because you have the Holy Bulwark, you bring more damage, so overall you just bring more utility to the group with Lightsmith compared to Herald. So very nice, very good. So if you want to play keys and you want to try out Lightsmith, I highly recommend playing Lightsmith. It is really, really good. So how do you play as Lightsmith though? It is really important that you press your weapons on cooldown, pretty much. So you want to send your second weapon and you want to send your Holy Bulwark more or less on cooldown. So now you may ask, who do I give my Bulwark and who do I give my second weapon to? So what I usually do is, I give, during Thresh pulls, I give the Holy Bulwark to my tank, right? Simply because it helps my tank the most and it just makes sense. Also, you play this talent here, Shared Resolve, so your tank actually gets a little more DR while having a weapon of you, right? Which is really good. So you want to use it mostly on the tank during Thresh pulls, at least the Bulwark. The weapon, however, though, you mostly want to use on the most squishy DPS in your group. Since I play with a Rogue, an Augmentation and a Warlock, I mainly use it either on the Augmentation or the Rogue, because those are the most squishy targets in my group. So those two mostly get my weapons. My Warlock nearly never gets a weapon because he most of the time doesn't need it. Simply, like, he barely needs healing, he's quite tanky, and like my Rogue and my Augmentation are just less tanky, so they get more love from my weapons, right? Yeah, that's just what you should do. So use your Bulwark mostly on the tank during Thresh pulls. On bosses, you can use it on squishy DPS. Same for the weapons, for the second weapons. That is really important. And don't really hold them, except if the tank, except if the boss is like, let's say 5%, then you might want to hold on the weapon and use it in the next pull. Or if the Thresh pull is, let's say, nearly dead, like 10%, mobs are like all 5 to 10%, then it might not be worth it to press it and you want to hold it for the next pull right after. So it just makes more sense. Then another question I got a lot is, who do you beacon usually? So during Thresh pulls, I usually keep a beacon on my tank. So my tank gets more DR and I don't have to watch him all the time, because I have to heal other people as well, mostly doing Thresh pulls. So if my tank has a beacon, he gets passively healed. It helps the stagger a lot. He gets DR. So on the tank, it just makes sense to have it during Thresh pulls. And the second beacon is my most squishy range DPS, which is my Augmentation Evoker in my case. So during Thresh pulls, main beacon is on the tank, and the second beacon of Faith, is on the Augmentation. And doing bosses, I move my beacon from the tank to another range DPS, which is my Warlock in that case. So doing Thresh, yeah, as I said, on one on tank, one on DPS, and doing bosses, you want to move the one from the tank to another DPS, which is preferably a range DPS, or if you don't have a second range DPS, you want to move it on the most squishy melee DPS, which would be in my case the Rogue if I wouldn't have the Warlock. So that is the beacon situation. Then also what's really important is our Apex talent, Beacon of the Savior. This is really important to track, especially with the talent Moment of Compassion. So, because you want to make a good usage of your Infusion of Light procs, you want to track Beacon of the Savior. It's really important. You want to prioritize healing Beacon of the Savior targets, simply because they get more healing, right? And especially with Moment of Compassion, you definitely want to even more prioritize them, because that beacon also counts for this talent. It also counts for your regular beacons, Beacon of Faith and Beacon of Light, of course, 100%. So you can heal those people as well if they need healing with a Flash of Light. You can also heal Flash of Light, like you can use your Infusion of Light procs for Flash of Light on non-beacon targets, but it's not going to heal as much. Let's just that be said, yeah? That is just important to know, because Moment of Compassion gives you more healing on beacon targets on Flash of Light. So this talent is in perfect synergy with all your beacons. Really good, really strong, make good usage of it. Track your beacons. It is so important, especially with Moment of Compassion. And it just will help you throughout the whole key. The moment you master the beacon situation, you will realize and you will see how much easier healing will get for you. Right? This is what I do. I track the beacon all the time. I check who has the beacon and I prioritize healing that target. Simply because everyone else is just getting rewarded from your healing, let's say. So definitely worth it to track 100%. This is probably one of the most important mechanics you have from your talent tree. So yeah, keep that in mind. And besides that, I don't think there's much else to say. Heavy AoE situations, you have to Holy Light. Moment of Compassion, like Infusion of Light procs, make good usage of it. So you have a lot of healing with your Flash of Light. It will help you a lot. And especially with Lightsmith, you get more of those Infusion of Light procs, which will make healing a lot easier for you. 100%. So if you make good usage of that, if you master that, I will guarantee you will have great success. 100%. You will be really, really good at your class and you will not really struggle that much. So yeah, that should help you a lot. All right. I think that's pretty much it, to be honest. I don't think there's much more to say. If I have forgotten something or if you have a question, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. And yeah, but I really hope I covered everything. As I said, this is the build I play. This is the build I always play in every single key. I never change it. So feel free to use it. You can also use it. It's available on my Red.io page, so you can get it from there. I will drop the import from the talent build down below as well, so you can copy it from there. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope this was a big help for you. And as I said, any questions, if you have anything, you can come to my stream, ask me in my chat. I will happily reply. I will always try to help you. And I will also help you in the comment section, of course. So feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to check out my Twitch. It's twitch.tv/Moleo. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And have a nice day. Take care.